What's going on, y'all? I know in these rant videos sometimes tend to carry on and make them way too long than they need to be, so I'll try not to do that today. There's just some things I want to get off my mind. It's about like who inspires you. You know what I mean? Well, I see a lot of things, and this is mostly geared towards, well, it can pertain to everyone, but I know a lot of people who are trying to make it as bodybuilders, or make it into the fitness industry, whatever way they can, and it seems like the stereotypical answer, especially whenever you see like these motivation videos and all these posts on Instagram, and I've done it too, and I've been in this mindset for as long as I can remember until recently, and it's that people are, they always say like, do it to prove those who doubt you wrong, you know what I mean, or do it for your haters, or whatever fucking dumbass lingo people use, but it's still like the same concept. Like, basically, go out there and work your ass off to prove to those who said you can't that you can, because that's what it should be, or whatever, and I started thinking about that more recently, and that's wrong. You shouldn't do it to prove somebody wrong. First of all, if you're doing it to prove somebody wrong, then that means you're not completely in it. You want it more for just for a reason to like, you want it for an answer instead of just wanting it for yourself. You know what I mean? And I used to do that all the time when I first started lifting. Whenever I first started getting good at lifting, and I would see somebody, there used to be this fucking kid who always said I was small, and that would just get under my skin. It would drive me nuts, and I'd go in and work out the gym harder, like, I'm gonna prove that motherfucker wrong. And then one day I was lifting and I was doing deadlifts, and this dude came down, and he just came to like watch me. I had some of my friends there watching me, and they were cheering me on because I was going for a new PR. And I think at the time it was only like 315, or maybe it was like 365 or something like that. It wasn't something too crazy, but it was crazy for me at the time. And I got it, and I looked over, and this dude had already like walked away, because he knew I was gonna get it, because I'm strong as fuck. No, but I had like that momentary like, oh yeah, I just showed him, or whatever, but it wasn't that. I should have been more excited about like my friends that were there to watch me, and that had been there through all my sets, who had watched me fail over and over again. They kept telling me, you're gonna get it, man, you're gonna get it, because I had a great group of people that I worked out with in Japan. All those guys, they still believe in me. My wife, who's like my biggest motivator, she has seen me fail on lifts so many times, and every time she's like, you're gonna get it, just gotta keep working at it. And I think whenever you're lifting and you're bodybuilding, you push that positivity away because you feel like you don't deserve it. And you do deserve that shit. Everyone deserves to be complimented. Everyone deserves to feel good about it, even if you fail. And that's another thing that I realized more recently is, failure it's really not failure. All you're doing is you're seeing where you're at. You're seeing what you got to do to improve. It is fucking crazy to think that I can even attempt to pick up 500 pounds on deadlift right now. You know what I mean? Like, that I can get that an inch off the ground is miraculous compared to where I was. But all I see is that I can't get a complete lift, and I've almost completely fucked up my back attempting to do so, because I didn't realize, there's still progress there. So stop thinking that you have to do things for your doubters, for the people that don't believe in you. What you really should feel bad about is letting the people down that do believe in you. The ones that have stuck by your side through your crazy dreams, through everything that you said you're going to do, and all those inches of accomplishment that you've made, and they've been there for you. Those are the people that you need to stick by. Those are the people you need to be working for. And the biggest one needs to be yourself. You need to understand that this process is a journey. You know, it's not a sprint. Any other cliche there is out there that you can say about, you know, growth takes time, blah, blah, blah. Understand that that is real, but stop looking at your long-term goals and start appreciating what you do. You know, forever. And I'm still completely insecure about how my body looks right now. But I've had my wife just tell me every day, like, you know, you're getting bigger, you're getting stronger. And she's right. I can go look back at pictures of when I first started lifting and when I first started getting like a little bit of an ego and a little bit of a swagger to me. When I would walk around, you know, thinking I was hot shit. I was fucking tiny. You know, I was a baby. But that new, like, feeling of something that I was good at completely overtook anything that I felt. And I'm glad that I got that swagger, because if I didn't, then I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. But just understand that if you've had setbacks, if you've done anything, you know, you're working towards a goal, whether it's bodybuilding, whether it's getting a job, whether it's getting a new house, you know, all these setbacks, don't look at them as setbacks, just look at them as like a learning experience. That's all you have to do. What'd you learn from this? How can you improve next time? You know, you don't have to, it's not going to be instant. Nothing is going to be instant in this world. Believe me. Even if I was given $1 million right now, I wouldn't be a professional bodybuilder tomorrow. You know, time and effort, that's all it takes. A slow progression. So, hope that motivates you guys a little bit to keep pushing. And just doing things for the right reason. I really think, and I believe wholeheartedly, that if you're lifting out there to prove somebody wrong, then you're gonna fail. Or if you're doing anything in life just to prove somebody wrong, what are you gonna gain whenever you finally achieve it? Are you gonna be satisfied with yourself? No, because you weren't doing it for yourself in the first place. You were doing it for somebody else. These are your goals. These are your dreams. You need to own that shit. You know what I mean? Oh, all right. I'm done. Heading to the gym. Get some more work done. Hope you guys have a good day.